guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Mason McKenzie, and I'm back with another banger. So as y'all can read from that title, y'all ready, y'all seen it, and y'all clicked on it. So today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about how to make the cheer squad for beginners. These are just some tips and advice for you guys for when you do try out. It will be easy, quick, and not so hard. So before we jump to this video, subscribe to my channel if you are new. We on the road to 100 subscribers. We almost there. Literally almost there. So just hit that subscribe button, and also like this video and comment down below on what sport do you play. I would like to know what sport do y'all play. I don't know, it may be interesting. So my first tip, really not first tip, but this is something that I want to let you guys know about my school. I actually have, I'm repping it. So my school has 3 squads. I'm pretty sure every squad do, or every school do. It's like if you're going to be a freshman, you can only make the freshman squad. If you're going to be a junior or sophomore, you can only make JV and varsity. If you're going to be a senior, you can only make varsity. That's how it works, guys. So for the first tip is attend all practices because it counts. Yes, practices count. If you sign the application to be a cheerleader, turn in, you have these specific days that you have to come and practice. My coach, she says 3 days. If you come to practice for 3 days, I think you're good to go. If you don't attend at all, then she's gonna pull your application out. Like, okay, she's not trying out because she haven't attended any practices. So that's my first tip to you guys. Make sure you attend all practices. That is my advice. Don't just attend just 3 and then say forget it. No, attend all practices because it counts. It's helpful because especially for you guys, especially for beginners, attend all practices because it's worth it. Okay, so my next tip is practice material ahead of time without looking in the mirror. So what I mean by that is you're not gonna have a mirror when you try out. You know, my coach will have us do is she'll have us face away from the mirror, and then we'll practice it over and over and over and over until we can get the material. Now for the first time, she will have us turn to the mirror so we can kind of get the feel of it, and then turn away from the mirror so you can do it without looking in the mirror. Because if you do it when you looking in the mirror, like you're so used to doing it in the mirror, and then when you go try out, it's gonna be kind of hard because you're not gonna have a mirror in the gym or wherever you try out at. You're not gonna have a mirror in there, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I say practice without looking in the mirror, because it's really helpful. If you practice looking in the mirror, you're gonna be like, okay, yeah, I get it. And then you gonna kind of look at the next person because you're trying to make sure you ain't mess it up. No, do it without looking in the mirror. It's really helpful. I'm telling y'all, it's really helpful. So that's my tip. The 4th tip is be the loudest in your tryout group. Always spirit after every cheer, dance, and chant. Now when I say be the loudest, we have 3 people in our tryout group, and if those 2 people is like real quiet and you quiet too, but you know you could be loud, be yourself. You're not trying out for them, you're trying out for yourself. You feel me? So make sure you be loud, say the words clearly, loud. Don't speed the cheer up, because if you speed the cheer up, your words will start fumbling and stumbling. No, you want to make sure that your words is clear, loud, and understandable for the judges so they can hear what you're saying. You get what I'm saying? So don't worry about them other ones. Be the loudest one. Make yourself shine for them judges. Make them judges look at you, be like, dang, she loud. I like that, because that do count on the sheet that they have on their table. So be sure to be loud, and also spirit after every cheer, dance, or chant. I'm telling you, like spirit, like 1, 2. All right, like spirit, you could jump, stand and tumble, you could do anything. Just make sure you spirit and have a lot of energy. You know what I'm saying? So the next one is smile the whole time, even if you make a mistake. Now, I'm gonna give you a little backstory when I made a mistake, but I still kept going. So I think it was my first year trying out for varsity. It was my junior year. Yeah, my junior year. So I was trying out, and I don't know if I messed up on cheer or the dance. I don't know. It was one of them. And I messed up or something. I was just clapping. I was just like, I was smiling and everything. Then I got back on track. And then after I left the gym room, I was so nervous. I was breathing hard because it was my first time cheering for, varsity. And then, like, towards the end of it, like, towards the end of the tryouts, I had to get a call back. So I had got a call back. I was like, oh, my gosh, what if I don't make it? But then I thought about the good things, I thought about the good things, and I was like, okay, I got this. It's a reason why they call me back, It's a reason why they say, okay, we're going to call her back because she probably messed up on some few things, but we're going to let her do it again. And so I did it again, and my number was number 8. I still remember that number, y'all. It was number 8. And then we can go to see the board because they have freshman, JV, and varsity board, and they put your number on there. And my number was number 8 on the varsity board, and I just screamed. I was so happy. I was like, see, that ain't nothing but God. That ain't nothing but God. And I was so happy. I was like, thank you, Jesus. I messed up, but I still kept it going. So that's what I'm trying to encourage you guys to do. Like, if you messed up, just smile and clap it out and then get back on track. Don't just stand there and look lost, because the judge is going to be like, yeah, we not gonna, you know what I'm saying? So just make sure if you do mess up, just smile, clap it out, and get back on track. You know what I'm saying? So don't be scared, don't cry. If they call you back, it's a reason. It's a reason why they call you back. And if they call you back the second time, just be more prepared. Just practice more. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Make eye contact with the judges. Don't stare at the ground. So what I mean by that is my experience. I did not stare at the judges at all. Well, I kind of did for the first half of it, but I didn't stare at them the whole time because it was going to mess me up. So what I did was, you know how the judges sit, I look in between them, like in between either there, or I look at my school logo on the gym wall because it keeps me focused and know what I'm doing. But also when I do a cheer, you know how cheers you have to like look at the moves, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I had to do. I had to move around and smile and be loud and stuff like that. Don't stare eye to eye, because I advise y'all not to stare eye to eye at the judges because it can mess you up. Now, if you can stare eye to eye at the judges and don't mess up, you could do it. But me, I couldn't. Okay? I couldn't just stare at their eyeballs like I just can't do that. Like, it would mess me up. So I was just looking between the judges or my school logo because it was very helpful. And yeah, and one of the judges I knew, so I was kind of looking at her like, you got me. I'm doing the move, you got me. So I was just like kind of like giving her that eye. And that's what it is. Have all paper requirements completed and turned in on time. When I say on time, I mean on time. Alright. On time. There's a reason why they say on time, because you don't want to be that person that's just turning everything late. And because sometimes they can write late turn in on the paper, and then the judges will look at it and they be like, oh wow, she was late, so let's see how she do. Just her paper stuff is late. So you make sure your paperwork is turned in, filled out, and everything, so you could be on the road. Because you don't want to be, you miss a spot that you have to sign on the paper, and then when the tryout day comes and you about to try, you be like, whoa, wait a minute. You ain't signed this part of the portion. You have to call your mom, do something, and that's take a whole bunch of work, and it's too much. So make sure you have everything signed if it's needed, because you don't want to be that person that be like, dang, I gotta call my mama, tell her I'm sign this, stuff like that. That's too much. That's too much work. So be sure you have everything signed. Make sure you have everything filled out and turned in on time. Good to go. So the next one is have good grades, don't get in trouble, or no drama. I mean no, because cheerleaders, we are the leaders. That's why cheerleaders, we are the leaders of the school. Okay, we lead by example. You can't be get into a fight or whatever like that, and they're gonna be like, wait a minute, ain't she a cheerleader? She can't be doing all this stuff, but then you gonna have consequences after that. You gonna have to do some suicide, you gonna get on probation, you gonna, it's a lot of stuff. So try not to get in that area in that situation, because if you do get in it trying to find your way out of it, or go talk to your coach. My coach, she's very helpful when it comes to situations like this. Like, sometimes you can go to her and be like, coach, man, this girl got so much stuff to say, but she want to fight this girl, but I'm her friend, and I be trying to tell her don't do it, and she do it. That made me look bad. The coach will try to talk your way out of it. You feel what I'm saying? So, trying to not be in no drama. Try to stay out of trouble. Stay out of the office, unless you need to go in the office for something else. But try to stay out of the office, because if you keep going back to the office for doing bad stuff, then they gonna be like, yeah, you a cheerleader. I have to go tell your coach. Because as soon as they know you a cheerleader, they start watching you. Literally watching. Like, I had eyes on me when I first knew I was on varsity, and I had a varsity bag, and they all know what varsity bags look like. They was like, she on varsity. Okay, I'm gonna watch her. So I'm telling you, they might not like tell you if they finna go tell your coach, because they could be real secret with it. They could look at you and be like, yeah, she doing something bad. I ain't gonna say nothing, but I'm gonna go tell her coach. Then your coach put you to the side. You like, wait a minute, how you know I did? How you know? People watching, okay? And that's what I have good grades. What I mean by have good grades, I mean have good grades. Because my coach would literally look at our stuff and see if them grades doing good. If you have any trouble with the class or anything, talk to your teammate or talk to the coach, you know what I'm saying? And be on top of your work. Because if you're not on top of your work and you way behind, you're going to start missing practices, games, you got to sit out and stuff like that. You don't want, if you start getting bad grades, you got to be on probation and stuff like that. You don't want that. And then she make us put our uniform on and sit on the sideline. That is embarrassing. I never experienced that, but that is embarrassing. Please, okay, for my beginners out there, please stay on top of y'all work, okay? And don't be in the fast groups either, because it could be some teachers watching and you in a fast group. They might not tell you that they about to tell your coach, but they would email your coach, and you got to get pulled to the side, have all this other stuff, you know? And another thing that I forgot to mention before with the don't stare at the ground, yeah, please do not stare at the ground when you try out. Like, when you go D, A, A, like what you looking for on the ground? Like, ain't nothing on the ground but ground. Like, don't look on the ground, because that's making you feel bad. So don't look on the ground. Don't do none of that. Just look up. You look up, like in this middle. Don't be like red and blue. Let's hit. No, don't do that. Look kind of like in the middle. Like, don't do this. You can do up, then here, then down, but don't keep looking down the whole time, because that's, you get pointed at. That is pretty much it. So I'm just gonna talk about one more thing before I end this video. Is people always say, in order to make varsity, you have to tumble. Now, no, okay, no. You do not have to tumble in order to make varsity. I promise you guys that you don't, okay? When I first tried out for varsity, I only knew how to do a cartwheel. I'm being 100 with y'all. Now, back then, when I was like little, I used to do back walkovers, back bends, back hands. I used to do all of that. But now, it's like kind of rare, so I couldn't do it no more. I think after I pulled a couple of hamstrings, I stopped doing it. So I was starting to get back in the mood of it, and I could only do cartwheels. I'm being 100 with y'all. I could only do a cartwheel back then when I first tried it out. Now, my second time trying out, I did a cartwheel, round off, walkover. It was good, but no, you do not have to tumble in order to be on varsity. Just show your spirit. It was a couple of girls on my squad that could only do one flip, which is the cartwheel, which is okay. You don't get that much points for a tumble. Now, you do get a lot of points for your jumps, the dance, cheer, everything like that. Those are the most points, okay? You do not need that much points to tumble, okay? Don't be trying to put your all in it and you fail and you trying to get back up and now you feel bad about it. No. Do a tumble that you know how to do, okay? Don't do no tumble because it's a back handspring, you get a lot of points, automatically make it. No, that is not how it worked at all. No. So that's why I had to put that out there, because I keep hearing it like, oh, do you need to tumble to make varsity? No, I'm not gonna do varsity because you gotta tumble. Girl, no you don't. I hate when people say that. No, it does. No, you don't. Just no. So that is the end of my video, basically. Oh yeah, one more thing. When you try out, please do not wear jewelry. Okay? Don't wear no jewelry, because if you do wear jewelry, you will get some points deducted. And also, when you try out, do not wear your school attire. Like, let's say if I wear this to try out with some shorts or something, they will probably send me out. I won't even try out. You know, I won't even try out because I have my school stuff on, and no, you can't do that. So you cannot do that. You can only wear like a solid color or whatever color your coach wants you to wear. She had us wear white and black. So that's the thing we were wearing, and that's pretty much it for this video. Also, make sure your hair is in a ponytail, not half a pad down, not side ponytail, not low ponytail, not two pigtails, ponytail out of your face. Okay, make sure it's out of your face, and make sure you look good, presentable. Make sure that your shoes is clean. Make sure that you look good. You know what I'm saying? Don't come up in there with no bright yellow Crocs shoes or whatever. Don't come in there like that. Please don't. And make sure you look presentable for the judges, because they can judge you by your appearance. Okay, so just make sure you look presentable and good for the judges, so you can get, you know, some more points. So yep, you guys, that is the end of my video. If you liked this video, give this video a big fat thumbs up. And also, like I said, we're on the road to 100 subscribers, so help me get there if you really that good person. Be a good person today, y'all. Just give me a little click, subscribe, and comment down below what sports you play. And I will see you guys in my next video. Peace. Ha.